Hey, what's up everyone? Dr. Jordan here with the Bowen Micro Farm. We're going to try this sound out. I saw a guy, he actually clipped his mic to the side of his hat. It was a little bit bigger, but it's the same concept. I usually like to hide it, but with a t-shirt on and it's constantly pulling down, it's much nicer to have it up there on my head. So what we're going to do today is put together a greenhouse. We got this greenhouse from Aldi. It was one of the end of the year specials last year, so we got it for 25 bucks. It's a 4-tier walk-in greenhouse, so you can walk in and you have 4 shelves on each side. So we're gonna put it together and see how it goes, see how it all looks. Still a little cold out there to be planting anything, but we're getting really close. So I want to get this up so whenever that time does come, we'll be ready for it. And then we're going to get prepared for our planter box, which is right over here. And that's the tin for it, the metal for it, and then the 2x4s. And we have screws, and I want to make sure that we have everything ready for that, because that'll be the project after this. I wanted to build that first, but it was raining all night long and it just stopped, so that's great. I hear the birds singing and I'm just happy to hear that. But all night long, so I wanted to make sure that everything was kind of dry out there. We could build it in here. That might be another possibility if it doesn't dry out. But I wanted to just go ahead and just get everything prepared for now, okay? So I'm going to unbox this, walk you through it. As you can tell, it still has the tape on it, so I actually haven't even opened it up and looked at the directions yet. So hopefully it's not too bad of a process. But let's open this up. I have a little phoenix feather. It's a sweet little knife, super sharp. And then I also have a phoenix talon. Let's put the feather down, which is much bigger, but it does have a skinning blade on it, which makes it nice for whenever those times and those situations arise. Really cool carrying harness. Not sponsored by them, but I would if they asked, so that it can sit on your hip and you have both available for you as needed. The handle of this comes off and you can put a screwdriver head into the inside here. There's a little hex and you could tighten things up with that. It does have a little mini striker on the back of it so that you could light a fire if necessary. It's a real nice little knife. But let's open this up. Phoenix feather. Okay. So we have our connectors, different pieces of piping. Let's move the camera down so that as I pull it out, we can see what's going on here. All right, so we have the connectors, some piping. Let's see, make sure I have things well done. Zoom that out a little bit. You can see all my junk in the garage right now. Here we go. More connectors. That's for the tie downs, which is nice. It does have tie downs. The greenhouse tarp. The shelving. I mean, 25 bucks, so the shelves don't feel super stable, but they do say that they have a 22-pound capacity on them. and I don't plan on having that much in there. So we'll see how that goes. It just keeps coming and coming. More, 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 more. Instructions. All right, so let's take a look. General information, read it, proper use. I'll read all that as we go. So, if we look here, this is what it's going to look like. Right in here. We're going to start building the front and the back panels. Put the panels into the frames, connect it all together, put the shelves together, and then finishing the assembly. So it shouldn't be too bad of a process. We're going to do it right over here so that everything can be seen. Move all my parts and pieces out of the way. One of the beauties of DIY and not an expert is we get to all learn along the way. So we're going to start out the front and rear sections. So let's see here. Attach 2 connectors E to the ends of the long bar 1. Connectors E and 10 connectors D. So it goes up. Whoop. Basically, you're making a trellis system. So up and up. Now it doesn't look like it's going to stand up on me. For me. I was hoping that it would lean forward a little bit on these connectors, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll build it up. So then after that, put connector 10 on, and connector 10 on. And then one of these flat guys here. So looks like these guys here with the flat, these guys here, it's hard to see now, but they have a flat sides, are like octagonal here. That's so that whenever the greenhouse is sitting on it, it's sitting on more of a flat surface than a rounded one. Let's come back over here. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to be too tall for this. We're going to have a little short end goes up here. Short end goes in here. Good. And then you have that E connector, which is also going to face up, which will be backwards in the next stage. So that is the front frame. Now we don't have a connector going across here because this is going to be the door, so you can get it through. Where on the other one, it has a brace across to help give it some more structure. So let's stand this up here. Make sure it stands up. Good. Place it against the door for now. And now we're back. We're going to build another one. Go through, push all the connectors back together. Here's a long bar across the back. One there for stability. I'm going to get the two top pieces here. One there. So, if I get my foot out of the way, it'll be a lot easier. One there, like so. This will point up and back. There we go. We have the rear. The rear of the outhouse, of the greenhouse. Now we're going to go into completing and attaching the front and rear frames. So it looks like a lot of medium bars. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put two at the top here in the middle, that, like that. And then stand this up, flip this around. Let's do that first. Actually, I'll stand it up, brace it up against the lawnmower here. Step through. There we go. Here's the front. Push these two together. And these two together. So now you'll be able to see we have, it's harder to see because the pipes are so small. This is the front, and this is the back. A little hard to envision, but you'll walk in. Let's see if I can move this without busting everything. There we go, a little bit darker here. Yeehaw. Okay, so you will walk in here, then you'll have your shelves there. So we're gonna put bars on the rest of these connectors and make sure that everything then gets tightened up. Show you how this will go. And it's raining again. Okay, so you're gonna have your shelf. One of these clips here. It's gonna go over this at the middle here, and then it'll clip onto the bar. It has a little indent up here for, camera doesn't focus, for the shelf so that it doesn't get bound up or anything like that. So we'll just get the shelves on. Now I thought the shelves would sit down like trays, but they do not. They actually cover the bars. But that's all right. Not a big deal. Helps if I don't throw them on the ground. It's also because, again, I don't have everything tightened yet. Okay, so that's what it is. So let's clip all these clips on in the middle there. They just slide on. They don't, whenever I first got it out, I thought it would clip, like actually attach, but they're just pressure clips. So I'm going to tighten all this down, make sure everything is tight. Before doing that, push all these together. Okay. Good. Tighten it all up. Popped off the shelf there, so the connector went flying. I'll have to find that connector sometime soon. Together. Okay, together. All that's together. And push down. Together. Push down. Down. There we go. See, thought I'm gonna get myself a greenhouse that was a lot taller, but as soon as I push everything down, it really closed everything up on me. But that's all right. Everything looks pretty much straight. So now we'll unwrap the greenhouse here. Okay, so here's the front. It's got the zippers on the front. That's the best way to do this. Unzip the front. You give it some slack. And I'm gonna come in from the back here. Lawnmower out of the way. Top. Wrap it around. There we go. So now we'll just pop through. Like that. So you see I threw the door over the top at the back so that we'd have more space to move everything. It opened everything up. So now, lower that back, like so. And there, you have a greenhouse. There's your greenhouse bottom and the top. Now, like I said, it's just Velcro. So you're going to go with the felt side and then wrap it around Velcro side. But yeah. Let's get that together, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. I mean, the kids would love hiding in here, I guess. Hide, garden while they're sitting in here, so that would definitely be nice. Now what I'm trying to do is for these Velcro pieces, I'm trying to get below a connector when possible, because that way if something tries to pull it up, the connector, which is bigger than the pipe, will stop it, rather than it just blowing up over. Still might. I'm gonna have it staked down pretty well. They gave us some of these flimsy little stakes. I'll probably go get some real like tent peg stakes to hold it down. But for now, it'll be good enough. Big guy in a little greenhouse. That one's not very good. There we go. That's better. Okay, so this side's done. Do that for the other side. Now, depending upon where you live, you might want to stake it down. It might not be as big of bad of an idea, as crucial. But where we live, if we tried to grow anything, the groundhogs and bunnies and deer would be all over this if we don't stake it down. So make sure that you think about that when you're looking at your finalized plans. So that'll zip all the way down. Beautiful. The other side, zip all the way down. Beautiful. Okay. Actually, once you get it all together, you stake this thing down. It's not too bad. Yeah, so the zipper on that, whenever I pulled the thing tight, kind of gunked up, so figure out if there's a better way of connecting that. That's how. Just rotate it a little closer to the zipper there, and it works right like a charm. Straightened out like it should be. So I think that's the worst part of the whole thing so far. Has been that zipper. All right, here we are. This is the whole greenhouse. You unzip it. I don't know if you'll be able to do it with one hand. Okay. And you can undo the other side if you wanted to. But inside here, it's going to be a nice little area for our plants. One side and two sides. Great area for a little starter. the bottom there, if you wanted to, you can put another couple pots. I guess that's what that would be for. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tier, and the 4th tier at the bottom is for stuff actually on the ground. But yeah, that's our $25 greenhouse. Well worth it, I think. You know, everything here in Pennsylvania, the faster you can get things in, the better off you're going to be. So anything we can do to help that get started, it's going to help. So thanks for tuning in. Jordan Bowen here again with Bowen Micro Farm. I also have a chiropractic office, so sometimes I say doctor. You know, I try not to be that formal a lot of times, but hey, it's been ingrained in me. I've said it for this long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Again, that's coming next. And if it holds off raining long enough, I might actually do it in here and just do some of the cuts and stuff that I need outside, because I won't need a lot of them. But stay tuned, stick around. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It's weird that people have to say that, but I thought, you know, it's kind of goofy to say that, but it just kind of strikes something in our brain neurologically. So we'll go, oh yeah, that's what we should do if we haven't done it yet. So go ahead, click that button, and I'll see you on the next time. Thanks.